If you have to put someone on a pedestal, put teachers. They are society's heroes. The duties of a teacher are neither few nor small, but they elevate the mind and give energy to the character. The best teachers are those who show you where to look, but don't tell you what to see. Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. Your heart is slightly bigger than the average human heart, but that's because you're a teacher. Teachers can change lives with just the right mix of chalk and challenges. Teaching is the greatest act of optimism. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Students, don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. It is not what is poured into a student that counts, but what is planted. Teachers have 3 loves: love of learning, love of learners, and the love of bringing the first 2 loves together. The art of teaching is the art of assisting discovery. Education doesn't just make us smarter, it makes us whole. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best. I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. I like a teacher who gives you something to take home to think about besides homework. I have learned silence from the talkative, toleration from the intolerant, and kindness from the unkind. Yet, strange, I am ungrateful to those teachers. A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. A teacher who is attempting to teach without inspiring the pupil with a desire to learn is hammering on cold iron. Good teachers know how to bring out the best in students. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Change is the end result of all true learning. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. The learning process continues until the day you die. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. Develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. They know enough who know how to learn. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. They cannot stop me. I will get my education if it is in the home, school, or any place. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. He who opens a school door closes a prison. Education is the ability to meet life situations. Learning starts with failure. The first failure is the beginning of education. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. Education consists mainly of what we have unlearned. If you have to put someone on a pedestal, put teacher.
Good evening, everybody. Could you please confirm if I'm audible? Please put a yes in the chat if I'm audible. All right. Yeah, I can see yeses. Good evening once again. Thank you all for registering and attending this national level online faculty development program on outcome-based education and application of generative AI in teaching and research, which is organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell, the IQAC, and the OBE Committee of St. Mary's College Autonomous Thrissur in association with the Collegiate Education Department, Government of Kerala. Today, we would like to welcome the resource person, Dr. Suresh Nambudiri, Director of SPA Technologies, Pune. He will take the technical session. After that, I'll have Sri Sudhir K, who's an IAS Director, Collegiate Education Kerala, who will give a valedictory message. And we also have Dr. Danya KC, IQAC Joint Coordinator, who will give the vote of thanks. And we would like to welcome today all the FTP participants. Now, about this FTP, this was an FTP program with a 1-week FTP program with live sessions from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And today is our last day of the FTP session. Now, fee for the LMS access and processing of certificate is rupees 400. All the participants who have paid the processing fee will receive the LMS access, the video recordings for all the days, and the provision to download your FTP completion certificate. Now, the procedure for receiving the certificate, I will inform to you towards the end of today's session. So please wait for that so that I can give you the procedures for it. Now, if any of you still like to make the payment and avail this facility of downloading, accessing the LMS and downloading the certificate from LMS, you can make the payment of rupees 400 to the account details that I have put in the chat. Now, if you have missed any of the sessions, the live sessions, that is, you can access it through the LMS. Now, we have shared the LMS access details through email to those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp till yesterday. Those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp today will receive the LMS access later in the day or by tomorrow. Now, if you have any trouble in attending the WebEx online session, you can also join with the YouTube live session link, which I have already put in the chat. Now, my name is 𝐬𝐧𝐥𝐢𝐧𝐿. I'm working as Global Relations Manager with 𝐼PSR Solutions Limited, and I will be the event moderator. Now, coming on to today's session, today's technical session will be on generative AI in research. This is going to be taken by Dr. Suresh Nambudiri, who's the Director of SBI Technologies, Pune. I'm not giving a big description about Dr. Suresh Nambudiri because we have already done that. So I will give a short description. Dr. Suresh Nambudiri is a product design specialist with over 30 years of experience in the industries like automobiles, consumer electronics, home appliances, and telecommunications. As the former COO of Tata Motors, he was a part of the team that developed India's first car, the Indica. Over his career, he was designed and developed over 200 products, many of them the first time in India. Now, currently, he serves as the Director of SBI Technologies, Pune, and consults with leading institutions such as IITs and NITs. He's a mentor, researcher, educator, and corporate consultant, specializing in outcome-based education, design thinking, and AI tools. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sijan, for the introduction. And good evening to all. And today we are going to speak one of the most important subject, that is artificial intelligence for research. So I would like to bring your attention to two things happened in the last 2 weeks. One, I will tell you the sad news first, and a good news second. The sad news, you would have heard that in the convocation, that is convocation of a university in Coimbatore. So when governor conferred PhD, governor awarded PhD to a research scholar, he gave a paper back to the governor, and it was full of his grievances during the PhD program. What are the things he went through that he has written and he has given to the governor, and the photocopy of that appeared in almost all social media. This is a reflection of what is exactly happening in the campuses all over India. And these are the problems faced by most of the research scholars here. This must be an eye-opener, because one research scholar had the guts, or he had that that capability to bring this to the governor's attention. You know that governor is the chancellor. That is one thing. So we need to learn from this, and we need to, it is imperative that we need to learn from this, and we need to find solutions for all these problems. That is incident one. Incident two is, that is a good news. You must be knowing that there is a 2% top scientist list released combinedly by a professor from Stanford University and by the reputed publisher Elsevier. So this publication means the world's top 2% scientists. In that, about 5,400 researchers are there from India. It's a very big achievement as far as research, Indian research ecosystem is concerned. At the same time, I would like to tell you that you too can become in this 2%. You may ask why? Because this particular 2% is not with your entire research citation. It is not, because there are two ways they are calculating. One, your total historical publication. Second, only for that year. Means if you want to get into that top 2%, you start working now. You can become in 2025 or 2026, because if you are able to gather those many citations within that time, you can become. So artificial intelligence is going to help you for that. And if you see, I was keenly watching what was the response of these many universities and researchers. You know, one of the key points they said, they could find some very unique subjects for the research. Means you don't end up doing research on whatever other people are doing. So artificial intelligence is going to help you in various ways. So today's session, I am going to devote, this is totally for artificial intelligence for research, and I am going to combine these two. Means what are the things we need to learn from the first instance, and what are the things we need to learn from the second instance. Means there are always things to learn from the failure, and means what went wrong, and we must work on that. In the same time, we have to understand what went right. Means in the second, if 5,400 Indian scientists could become in the top 2%, then we can learn from them what went right with them. So these two combination, I am going to speak to you today. Means I read about almost 100 of these top 2% and how they did it. And I personally spoke to a few of them. And I am going to tell those secrets with you with the artificial intelligence. So let us start from there. So let me start sharing my presentation. 1 minute. See, I am going to speak to you regarding artificial intelligence for high impact research. Why high impact research? Because nobody wants anything low impact now. Because we are all trying for high impact. Whatever we do, it should be meaningful. And whatever we do, it should be able to translate to a product, to a project, to a process, or to a theory. Means then we will be contributing to the body of knowledge. Then there will be many citations, and there will be many people who will be following you. Therefore, what is the meaning of just making another paper? So our main objective here is how we can produce good research. So that is what high impact research. So let me go from here. Now you see like that. You will see, go to any campus in India. It can be IISc, it can be IIT, it can be IIIT, it can be any top universities across India. You will see many research scholars in this condition. They are totally confused, full of questions and exclamations. And they are under fire at the same time, the time is running out. A clock is clicking. So in this particular condition, what to do? And when the research scholar is sitting or standing in this way, he will get so many advices. What are the advices he will get? He will go to YouTube. Immediately YouTube will say, AI for research. You can do this. They will tell a list of tools. That's all. They will tell list of tools. I gathered some of the tools here. What are all the things you get recommendations from YouTube? Let me show you these things. AI tools, I made groupings of that. AI tools for searching literature. There are a list of AI tools for searching literature. Then AI tools for literature review. You will get some literature review there. You can do. Then AI tools for content generation. Then AI tools for chat, summarizing, paraphrasing. These lists are there on LMS, and you can always refer there. But I am going to speak something very important more than this. Then AI tools for data analysis, data visualization. Then AI grammar check, etc., etc. So when you are going to see this, do you know one very important thing? These are all the tools combinedly. It is not really meeting or really compensating for the problems faced by the Indian researcher. Indian researchers' problems are very different. These are all some of the AI tools developed by some foreigners based on their requirement. They have not even seen what are all the real problems faced by Indian research scholars on Indian campuses. These are all the things. It solves only 5% of the researcher's problem. Then what are all the other things? 95%. We are going to speak about that. The other 95% of Indian researchers' problems and how we can solve those problems. Means our problems cannot be solved by somebody else because they do not know. They don't have these type of problems faced by Indian research scholars. Now let us think about that. And what really AI can do? I am going to speak about what artificial intelligence can do for an Indian researcher. Then I am going to tell you some solutions for that. So as a continuation of the generative AI we discussed in our last session, let me tell you that what are all the things exactly a researcher can get from generative AI. No, those things are not explained, not covered in any of the AI tools. First is instant ideation expansion. Many of our Indian research scholars, they are struggling with the ideas because of our own education system. We do not have a chance to read a lot and understand the applications around the subject we learn. So here, our research scholars are really searching for ideas. So artificial intelligence can help a research scholar with the instant ideation expansion. If you have an idea, go to generative AI. Even with a mere spark of thought, AI can aid the researcher in rapidly broadening and refining ideas. providing a fertile ground for research expansion. This is an important thing. If you want to become one of the 2% researchers, or if you want to get more citation, or if you want to really go to a high impact research, this is point number one. With the AI, you can get instant ideation expansion. Second one, that is very important. You go to most of the campuses in India, one thing you see common everywhere, it is almost every research scholars are stuck. They are stuck at some place. They are not able to come out of that particular situation. Now, artificial intelligence is something which can help for, which can ensure uninterrupted research flow. If you are stuck with something, it requires only 1 second, 5 seconds to come out of that. You will get a clarity, you will get a solution with the generative AI. That means the constant guidance and input from artificial intelligence can ensure the researcher never hits a research roadblock. It maintains a fluid and productive research rhythm. You know, research is an investigation. It is a puzzle. It is something like a Sherlock Holmes detective work. If you are into that, research is really an enjoyable time of our life. And why are we not able to make it enjoyable? That is what we need to see. And that is the place in which AI is going to help. Next is critical thinking amplification. You know what? Critical thinking is the bedrock. That's the foundation of research. But we need to understand that critical thinking is not there in our entire curriculum. Even in the research methodology syllabus, critical thinking is not there. And who is going to teach critical thinking? Who is going to help a researcher practice critical thinking? That is what important here. Artificial intelligence can help a research scholar and a faculty member with the critical thinking what is required for a high impact research. These type of things are not covered by any of the AI tools. Go there in YouTube, go there on internet and search. These things are not covered by anybody because in foreign countries, these are all the things taught in schools. People are exposed to such things and they don't need an AI tool for that. Therefore, that doesn't mean that Indians do not need this. We need this. So now let us go for this next. Time efficiency boost. Time efficiency boost. What traditionally took months of groundwork can now be achieved in mere hours thanks to the application's vast knowledge base and rapid processing capabilities. See, I will tell you one of my colleagues, he was doing PhD there in Meerut University and went to a long time back, went to Delhi in various government institutions and libraries and took Xerox copy of some 4,000 A4 size sheets and go and see the gap analysis. This was the situation earlier, but with the time efficiency boost, what is a time efficiency boost? If you have to do a searching, if you have to do some paper evaluation through Google will give hundreds of PDFs to you. You know that what you require is lying somewhere on one of the PDF. But which PDF? Are you going to sit and read these hundreds of PDFs? So here there is a big time efficiency boost. You are going to make your research efficient. Now, horizon broadening. Horizon broadening is a very important thing because there is nothing called out of the box. There is only things which are inside the box. Inside the box means what? Whatever we got exposure or whatever we have read or we have learned, only those things with exposure we can actually think about. So that is our horizon, because that particular restricted thing is our horizon. But when we are doing interdisciplinary research, or when we have to do a better high impact research, then we have to broaden our horizon. How to do that? because we are all coming through this particular education system. We are coming through silos. We are coming through narrow tunnel vision. But we need to, at the same time, we need to broaden our horizon. AI is the most important help here. Now, innovation catalyst. I am going fast because today we have got a valedictory function here, so I need to explain certain things. So what I will do is that important things I will explain more, and the rest of the thing we will keep it for another day. And it is there on LMS also. Innovation catalyst, motivation multiplier, dynamic data assimilation, evolutionary idea adaptation, rapid literature synthesis. See, through AI, you can do literature synthesis. It need not be literature review. It can be more than literature review. You can do literature synthesis. Then bias detection and neutralization. You know this bias detection. When we sit on something for some time, we get into that unknowingly, we go through this bias. So this AI can be a neutral person. We can even tell AI, detect bias, so that AI can do that bias detection. Then adaptive learning urge. That is, AI's continuous learning ensures that researchers always work with the most advanced and updated toolset, leading to pioneering outcomes. Then advanced visualization tool, scalable research modularity, interdisciplinary integration, holistic research enhancement. These are all the benefits one can get through generative AI, and there are no AI tools for all the 16 points I told you. There are no AI tools, and these are the problems really faced by our research scholars and our faculty members for publication. And this is what the real pain points and suffering. Now, let us go ahead. Now, I am going to tell you 12 reasons why generative AI doesn't lead to plagiarism. See, whenever we speak about generative AI, everyone jumps by saying that plagiarism, and we are stealing somebody's idea. And then we say like that it is not ethical. These are all the things I will tell you, self-defeating thinking. These are all the things, self-defeating thinking. Last 1.5 years, almost all developed countries and developing countries, their universities are working with complete energy with generative AI. Even earlier, they were far ahead of us, and with the generative AI, they are on booster rocket now. And even at that time, our deans research and our professors of research, they are sitting and still thinking whether generative AI is ethical or not. Generative AI is right or not. Generative AI has already, as it has become a standard. This is not the time to sit and think where it is, whether should we use or not. That time has gone. We have a self-defeating habit. You know that when in the developed countries, in UK and Europe, in Europe and in US, when they used steam and they invented steam power and steam engine, that was the innovation. Our innovation got limited only to making idlis with steam. We have not gone further. Why? Because we think that it is dangerous. I can only ask a question to these type of deans and professors who are still thinking whether to go for generative AI or not. Whether in their homes, in their kitchen, is there a knife? Is there a cooking gas? Is there a fire? Because every day you read in the newspaper that somebody got killed with a knife. Knife is a very dangerous weapon. Why are we keeping it there? Gas is a very dangerous thing. Why are we keeping in the kitchen? Fire is a very dangerous thing. Why are we keeping there? We need to understand that all these things are tools. Tools are only as good as the person who is using that tool. Any tool can be used for bad, it can be used for good. So a fire or a knife, this is what the exact situation with it. Take any situation, any technology, it has got a pros and cons, negatives and positives. Here, in the case of generative AI, in my opinion, I am an interdisciplinary researcher. In my opinion, this is a God-sent one because we save a lot of time, we save a lot of resources, we are able to understand many things which we would not have understood in another way. We can enter into many uncharted territories that there we would not have entered without this generative AI. It is actually compensating for a lot of resource scarcity what you have. Even some of the thing, whether even it can compensate for some of the lab equipments, means even we can save crores of investment. Even any university or institution which is in the remote part of our country, they do not have big funding for big libraries. It is going to be a big benefit for them. Even a poor person, not financially fully supported, can use a generative AI if they know how to use it properly and compete with even the best researcher in the world. When we have got such a benefit, I really pity that still people are thinking that generative AI is necessary or not. In my opinion, those are all the real people, anti-national people, because they are working against Bharat Mata. They are working against Bharat Mata because when there is such a big tool is available here, we are restricting our research scholars from using it. Now, let me tell you 12 reasons why generative AI doesn't lead to plagiarism. I am speaking about this. First thing is that it is original generation. On generative AI, see, I will tell you my phone number. Anyone has got any difference of opinion, anyone has got any clarification, you can always call me. My number is, I have given last day also, 967-367-0033. This is my phone number. Now let me come to this 12 reasons. First thing is, when you are using custom prompt with generative AI, what you are doing is original generation. Original generation in the sense, your prompt inputs are yours. You are telling ChatGPT or generative AI how to process. That means you are instructing the process. Then you are specifying what should be the output, what should be the format of the output. In this way, you are controlling input, process and output. When you are controlling this much, what you are getting is original generation. And the people who are telling that what you are getting from this is somebody's property, I wanted to tell you that on Google, when you search and what you are getting, that is not generated by you. That is a search results given to you. But when you are using generative AI with your own prompt, what you are doing is you are generating it. You are generating. You are the owner of that. You are the owner of what you generated. It is equivalent to you read 10 books. You read 10 books, and with those insights, what you bought into your brain, you are writing something. Is it plagiarism? Because you are actually taking the input from those 10 books. When it is coming, it is exactly coming through your brain. This is exactly like this. This ChatGPT, when you use custom prompting, this is an extended brain. Because this is an extended brain, whatever you are getting, whatever you are generating through that, that is owned by you. You take this thing and go to Google and put it in an inverted comma and search. Google will say that there is nothing existing like this. It is whatever generated by you. It is your own. And the second is this one, user input. The quality and specificity of the generated text often depend on the user's skill in crafting the prompt. Your ability. I told you that day, prompting is the literacy of the future. Anything you want to do with the artificial intelligence, you must use prompting, and your capability to use prompt, your capability to understand the possibilities of artificial intelligence, and then your ability to craft the prompts for that particular possibility. These are the things actually going to make you a good researcher or best researcher. This is what the requirement. Now, because the time is running out, let me go a little fast. Now, ChatGPT is a tool. It is not a source. Means it is something like your pen, or it is something like my specs. These are all the tools I use. It is not a source. It means you need not even declare ChatGPT as a source, because it is not a source. It is only a tool. No claim of authorship. Whatever you get from ChatGPT, there is no claim of authorship. Then ethical use guidelines, that is applicable for anything. Even this laptop I can use for many things unethically. So nobody is banning the laptop. So there are people used to car for thefts or so many illegal activities. We are not blocking car. Now, legal precedent, collaboration creation, contextual adaptability, non-linear generation, research and innovation utility, public perception. Now let me go further. Now I am going next to the most important part in this, that is critical thinking. See, for using generative AI for research, or before that for doing research itself, most important thing is critical thinking. Because critical thinking is not taught in research methodology, critical thinking is not taught anywhere, and wherever they mention about critical thinking, they are going to that unnecessary theory of logic and all. That is not directly applicable. I am going to show you here. Important thing. This is a critical thinking framework. I will show you how this critical thinking framework and how we use it for research. The basic thing about critical thinking framework is you must apply intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning so that you develop intellectual traits, and these intellectual traits lead us to high impact research. Intellectual traits, because before we produce high impact research, we have to develop intellectual traits. I am doing the reverse. Before we do high impact research, then we must develop intellectual traits. Before we develop this intellectual traits, we must apply intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning. I am going to tell you what are all these intellectual standards for research, and what are the elements of thought or elements of reasoning for research. What are all the intellectual traits? You must see here, these are all intellectual standards: clarity, accuracy, relevance, logicality, breadth, depth, precision, significance, completeness, fairness. These are the intellectual standards: clarity, accuracy, relevance, logicality, breadth, depth, precision, significance, completeness, fairness. Anything you do in research must go through this filtering. When you go through this filtering, you will take your research to another level. Now, let us see what are all the elements of thought or elements of reasoning. Elements of reasons are purpose. What is the purpose of your research? Or what is the purpose of you taking this particular research design? Purpose. Second is questions. What are the questions you are trying to solve? Find answers. Next, second is information, data and information. What are the data and information you are trying to find or trying to use? And concepts. Next is concepts. What are the concepts you are using for this research? What is your point of view? What are the inferences you make? What are the assumptions you have? What are the implications you think? Now you have seen that you must apply intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning. How you apply? I will tell you that is the thing. If you want to know what is the real high impact research, where the high impact research is really happening, and what are the best practices of foreign best researchers, and what are all the best practices they follow in top universities. Please look here. This is, you must apply intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning. I will show you this. Clarity of purpose, accuracy of purpose, relevance of purpose, logicality of purpose, breadth of purpose, depth of purpose, precision of purpose, significance of purpose, completeness of purpose, fairness of purpose. Similarly, clarity of question, accuracy of question, relevance of questions, logicality of question. This is the crisscross. This is the crisscross. This is the type of thinking reverberating in every good classroom across the world as part of their practice in critical thinking, and unfortunately that is not taught in our country, and then we are pushing to get high impact research. It is exactly equivalent. Without doing critical thinking, expecting to make a very great good research is exactly like squeezing a stone and trying to get water out of that. That is the sad condition. We must solve that problem. Unless we solve that problem, we are not going to do good research. So once we do this, then we go to intellectual traits, intellectual courage, intellectual humility, intellectual integrity, intellectual empathy, intellectual autonomy, intellectual perseverance, fair-mindedness. I am telling you the ways to get more citation. I am telling you the ways to become one of the top 2% research scientists in the world. These are the things. These are the best practices. Otherwise, making a paper, somehow publishing and putting, only you are the beneficiary. That too, the chances are very rare in the future. Just some paper in a predator publication. No one wants such a thing. Therefore, this particular approach here, that critical thinking framework. So now we have almost consumed about 38 minutes. Now let me show you an application. Now let me show you an application which is for Indian research scholars. It is for meeting the requirements of all research scholars and faculty members. This is for Indian research scholars for solving Indian research problems. Now I am stopping this presentation. I am going to show you an application, artificial intelligence application called Vigyana. Sijil sir, can you see the Vigyana screen?
Yes.
Okay. As I was telling you in the last 15 to 20 minutes, Vigyana is an AI platform specifically made for Indian researchers, understanding the problems faced by Indian researchers. So my request to you is that please pay attention and please clarify any doubts you have. My main objective of showing you the Vigyana is you will understand the capabilities of artificial intelligence to solve problems of each and every campuses in the country. It is a blend. Vigyana is a blend of artificial intelligence with research methodology, applied critical thinking, and prompt engineering. These four things are combined together for Vigyana. Its tagline, its main objective is to raise from an idea spark to high impact research. If you have an idea, or if you don't have an idea, but it means if you have a research idea, you can go through Vigyana. If you don't have a research idea, but if you have good spirit, good interest in certain domain subjects, you tell Vigyana, these type of things I have. Even Vigyana will give you the idea spark for research and for publication. So let me show you this all abilities one by one. And in between, there will be a break between 8 and 8:15 because we will not be able to complete Vigyana by 8 o'clock. My request is that please don't go away, or if you are taking a break, join back at 8:15. So here I am going to show you, I am entering here.
So we might have to make it at 7:50 because our valedictory address will be done by Sri Sudhir at 7:50. Okay, so I will stop you then if he joins in.
Okay, so what I is that please let me know at what time we need to take, and based on that we'll plan. Okay.
Yeah, no problem. You proceed. I will stop you then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on Vigyana, the purpose of Vigyana is manifold. First, Vigyana helps to do total research systematically in whichever field you are or from whichever level you are. So Vigyana will handhold and take you through the complete research process through research methodological steps, following the best practices of research done by the top universities in the world. Means you are getting that guidance of the top professors in the world for research and for publication. Now, second thing, Vigyana has got a complete research methodology learning, interactive learning through artificial intelligence. With artificial intelligence and prompting, complete research methodology training program. That means an institution can use this as a learning program for research methodology. This is a learning center, research methodology, applied critical thinking, and artificial intelligence. Now, I am going to the first point here, that is instant validation of your idea. See, just imagine you are a research scholar or you are a faculty member, you want to do publication or publications. Just imagine you have got a research idea. It's a very preliminary idea. And you can do instant validation of your idea spark for research and publications here. On the left-hand side, it is iteration input. On the right-hand side, it is iteration output. On the left-hand side, you just enter 3 points. That is, what is your idea spark? What is the core idea, observation, the scholar you want to explore? You fill in there. Second, context, the domain or field of study relevant to the idea. Third, what is the objective or expected outcome of this idea? You need to insert only these three. Then you go to the right hand side. You can see originality assessment. You can get 21 reports out of this. From this, you can take a decision. You can take a call whether to pursue this research or not, whether you can do this publication properly or not. I will read out one by one what are the things you will get from here. First, you will get originality assessment. The originality assessment of your idea spark. Vigyana will give you a score that out of 10 and give you the justification of this score. And Vigyana will give advices. You change this thing for increasing improving the originality. That is what originality assessment. Second is value proposition. Vigyana will tell you if you pursue with this particular research topic, what is the value? Then third, application spectrum of your research idea. Fourth, research question formulation. Fifth, literature synopsis. Sixth, hypothesis generation. If you are pursuing this research idea, what are all the hypotheses you can craft? It will give a list of hypotheses. 7, resource compilation. If you are going for this research, what are all the resources you require? Then scale projection, stakeholder mapping, very important for getting funding. Impact analysis, very important for getting funding. Metacognitive inquiry question. You know that is what the point which is going to take your research to higher levels. Then interdisciplinary exploration, engaging pitch construction, ethical consideration, methodological advisor, validation strategy, data visualization ideas, collaboration opportunities, probable funding strategies, publication venues, long-term visioning. Just to see, you got an idea while taking shower, while speaking to a colleague, or while taking class, you got an idea. Just to write these things, you see, within 10 minutes, you got a very good, total 360-degree details about your research thing, and even getting advices how to improve upon that. Vigyana has got a certain special facilities inbuilt. First thing is, Vigyana has got a Einstein level 2200 thinking pathways inbuilt. I repeat, Einstein level 200 plus thinking pathways inbuilt to Vigyana. It will really broaden, it will augment your thinking, augment your research. Second is that Vigyana has got a special algorithm for Socratic questioning and feedback. Socratic questioning and feedback in the sense, whatever you do with Vigyana, Vigyana is going to question you back. Vigyana is going to push you back to the corner to do your best or do the best in the world. That is the way in which Vigyana is built. Now you understood here how instant validation. This is only 1 out of 24 screens. Okay, I am only speaking about only the first. We have not even entered into Vigyana. We are only standing at the gate now. Now two more features I want to tell you here. These features are, you can see below, fine-tune your idea spark. Means you got an idea spark, but if you want to fine-tune your idea spark further, you want to refine it further, you can refine in two different ways. One is domain-focused fine-tuning. Means if you are doing a research in mathematics, it will do that mathematics focus fine-tuning. Otherwise, interdisciplinary fine-tuning. These two types of fine tuning you can do. It is based on your interest and based on your time, or you can do both, and you can do two publications at the same time with 30% of the core things are same. Means many people are doing like that. So your number of publications can be increased. So with the Vigyana, the main thing is that your ideas get augmented and you are getting into the best of you, best of the research with the help of the best guides in the world. Now I am going to the second one. See, in a campus, you will see there are research scholars with some idea spark, and second is research scholars with a deep interest in certain domain. I am going to speak about the second one. It is identifying a research topic. You see, this is an interesting thing. You need to tell research, your research Vigyana, I am interested in these three domains. You just tell Vigyana, I am interested in these three domains. You can see here, academic field of interest 1, academic field of interest 2, academic field of interest 3. Means you are telling Vigyana, you are interested in these three domains. Then you are telling Vigyana, your passion or hobby, extracurricular activities, current knowledge, expertise, studies completed, research skills, physical capabilities, what is the time availability, funding resources, research goals, ethical boundaries, collaboration potential, technology access, audience community, publication intent, application relevance, cognitive style of the researcher. When you give your all details like this, then click here on the first research idea suggestion. Vigyana will give you a list of research ideas exactly matching your interest, matching your personality. You won't feel the load of your research because this is really tailor-made for you. You know that if you are carrying somebody else's research idea, it is something like a surrogacy pregnancy. Means you are carrying somebody else's. But when you are having your own, you will be 100% for that. You won't even feel the load. You won't even feel the struggle. It will become an enjoyable situation. Then you can see all these other reports. That one you can see how to make this research in an excellent way. Now I am going to the third, these three areas. These are perfect. These are all God sent thing. I am going to tell you critical thinking, AI and you. Critical thinking. As I was telling you, critical thinking is the bedrock of research. Critical thinking, and this particular thing, as you are seeing here, this you must apply intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning so that you develop intellectual traits. This is the place in which real research happens. So you are able to use this particular critical thinking framework for your research. And I will show you here, there are things for intellectual standards, and here there are another thing for elements of reasoning, so that you get the highest standards of critical thinking through this. Now let me take you to another point here, that is okay, I will show you here the critical thinking and AI for you. You can write here any concept, idea or theory to be analyzed under the sun. What are the things you don't understand, you are stuck with? You write here anything. Then click clarity. Vigyana will make it extremely clear to you. Click accuracy, click relevance, click logicality, breadth, depth, precision, significance, completeness, fairness. These are all going through. You are getting the higher level of research input here. Now
Dr. Suresa, can we
yes.
can we break up for a few minutes?
Yeah, sure.
All right, okay. Now, we have Sri Sudhir K, who is an IAS and Director, Collegiate Education, Kerala, who will give the valedictory address. And then we will continue again with Dr. Suresh Nambudiri's topic. So please stay online. Okay. Now, let me just give you a description about Sri Sudhir K. Sudhir K is an IAS, is the Director of Collegiate Education for the Government of Kerala. He holds a BTech in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from the College of Engineering, Trivandrum, 1988 to 1992. Before joining government service, he worked with Asianet Satellite Communication, Indian Oil Corporation, and Trameco Titanium Products Limited. His government career began in 2000 as Assistant Director in the Industry and Commerce Department. Since then, he has held key roles, including Director of Industries and Commerce, Handloom and Textiles, the Civil Services Academy, and Commissioner for Entrance Examinations. He was selected to the IAS in 2022. Sudhir has led over 20 government organizations, including PSUs. Notably, he implemented the Handloom School Uniform Scheme, recognized nationally, and introduced computer-based exams for the Kerala Engineering Architecture Medical KEAM entrance. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. I am sorry, sir, for disturbing you in the midst of your lecture. I had a very tight schedule. I have to leave by 8:50. Today I am speaking to you on the occasion of the valedictory function of the faculty development program conducted by the IQAC and OBE Committee of Autonomous St. Mary's College, Thrissur, from October 17 to October 24th. I should apologize for not attending the inaugural function, which was scheduled on the 17th, which I promised that I would be there. But unfortunately, due to other unexpected priorities, I could not attend. Then I promised that I will attend on the valedictory function, so here I am. I am indeed delighted and honored to associate with the prestigious college of this country, which has a legacy of over 135 years, and which features as the top ranking in both NAC accreditation and NARF. I thank the management and in particular Dr. Dari Dominic, who has been continuously after me to address you on this occasion. For any human being to achieve his fullest potential for developing an equitable and just society and promoting national development, education is fundamental. We're talking about education at large. Our ascent towards leadership in the global scenario in the areas, namely economic growth, social justice and equality, scientific advancement, national integration, and cultural preservation, all depends on the quality of education that we impart. The world today is undergoing rapid changes in the knowledge landscape. With various dramatic scientific and technological advances, such as rise in big data, machine learning, and artificial intelligence, many unskilled jobs worldwide will be taken over by machines, while the need for a skilled workforce, particularly involving mathematics, computer science, and data science, in conjunction with the multidisciplinary abilities across the sciences, social sciences, humanities, will be in greater demand. Indeed, with the quickly changing employment landscape and global ecosystem, it is becoming increasingly critical that children not only learn, but more importantly, learn how to learn. Education now will move towards less content and more towards learning about how to think critically and solve problems, how to be creative and multidisciplinary, and how to innovate, adapt, and observe new material in novel and changing fields. The conventional chalk and talk method of classroom instructions will be replaced by a variety of technologically advanced methods. As a guide and mentor of students, it is vital that the teachers are acquainted, equipped, and enriched with the knowledge about these developments. The FDP, or the Faculty Development Program, is a prerequisite for a career advancement of any teacher under the UGC, under the UGC Regulations 2018. The college St. Mary's has come out with a FDP on outcome-based education and application of generative AI in teaching and research. So in the last couple of days, different sessions on AI integrated with the OBE has been going through, and Dr. Suresh Nambudiri was explaining the various advancements in this field. Now we'll talk about OBE and AI in particular. The NEP and UGC focuses on the outcome-based education and integration of AA. Now, how the college tries to integrate AA with the OBE is the crux of this FDP. Now, outcome-based education. Yesterday or years ago, our primary objective was to equip or enrich a student to just pass an exam so that he goes for a job. But today, it is outcome-based education. All the syllabus, all the curricula, all the activities, all the programs are pre-designed so that there are specific outcomes for each initiative. Now, outcome-based education has emerged as a transformative approach in higher education, emphasizing clearly defined outcomes for students. This model shifts the focus from traditional teaching methodologies to the competencies and skills students are expected to demonstrate upon completion of their programs. In parallel, the integration of AI in education settings is reshaping how teaching and learning occur, providing innovative tools to enhance educational practices. So the AI with OBE or OBE with the AI is going to revolutionize our modern education. Now, how we integrate what is the role of AI in education? Artificial intelligence has the potential to revolutionize education by providing tools that enhances teaching and learning. It focuses on personal learning, adaptive assessments, automatic grading, data-driven insights. Now, how do we integrate OBE and AI? The integration of OBE and AI presents a unique opportunity to enhance educational outcomes. AI can support the implementation of OBE in several ways: customized learning paths, enhanced feedback mechanisms, collaborative learning opportunities, and continuous improvement. But there are challenges and considerations in incorporating or integrating OBE and AA. The challenges would be like equality and access. To ensure that all students have equal access to AI technologies is critical. Institutions must focus on issues of equity to prevent widening the achievement gap. And data privacy. The use of AI in education raises concerns about data privacy and security. Institutions must establish protocols to protect student information while utilizing AI tools. Faculty training. Educators need training to effectively integrate AI into their teaching practices. Professional and development opportunities can equip faculty with the skills necessary to leverage AI technologies. Now, why there is a need for a FDP on AI and outcome-based education? As educational paradigms shift towards more innovative approaches such as outcome-based and integration of artificial intelligence AI, faculty programs become essential. These programs equip educators with the necessary skills, knowledge, and confidence to effectively implement these frameworks. Some of the initiatives can be enhancing teaching effectiveness, building competence in AI technologies, aligning curriculum with the learning outcomes, continuous improvement and feedback, addressing challenges and ethical considerations, and fostering a culture of innovation. Today, St. Thomas College, Thrissur, which has been established in 1889, is a NAC A++ at the grade of 3.7, an NRF for 2024 ranking of 57, which has almost 3,000 plus students, 40 programs, and 160 faculties. In the coming years, continue with this streak of A++ and come out with more bright students who could scale very heights which has not been achieved earlier. I thank the faculty and the management for giving me an opportunity, and I congratulate the management and the teachers for conducting this FDP. I think there are about 160, 170 participants as of now, and yesterday and day before yesterday, maybe much more persons were there. And I wish the college, the management, and the students and the teachers, especially teachers, for a bright future in the education sector in the Kerala, in the state, and in India as such. Thank you very much for listening to me, and thank you once again. And I hope Dr. Suresh Nambudiri will continue his lecture, and
Thank you, sir.
forgive me for interrupting in between. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Sri Sudhir K, for that valedictory address. Now we will still continue with Dr. Suresh Nambudiri's technical session. So please continue.
So we will resume, and what we were discussing before this talk was that critical thinking and AI for you. Critical thinking AI for you, I have explained to you how that critical thinking framework is applied to Vigyana and how that top best practice, that is now in this, now the director of college education, even he also was stressing the need of critical thinking. Therefore, if you take any education policy, everywhere we are speaking about critical thinking. 1964, Kothari Commission report to NEP 2020, we are speaking about critical thinking, but it has not appeared on the syllabus. It is only on Vigyana. Therefore, it is important that we must use this critical thinking for our research purpose. So here, as I was telling, you can use this critical thinking for intellectual standards and for elements of reasoning, and you can get new ideas, more refined ideas through Vigyana. Therefore, your research will be of top 2%, and your research will be really with more citation, and it will be seen as a high impact research. Now, I am taking you to B section, that is a higher order thinking. Please understand, please look here. This is a very important thing, that is Bloom's cognitive compass. Elevate your research thinking. Elevate your research thinking. Here there are 10 sections on the left hand side. That is dedicated. One section is dedicated only for higher order thinking, because research is the output of higher order thinking. My request is you please pay attention, because such things are not there in the world. Foreign people do not need this. We need this. Therefore, here you write your research topic. Then click Bloom's taxonomy, apply factual knowledge, apply conceptual knowledge, apply procedural knowledge, apply metacognitive knowledge, analyze factual knowledge, analyze conceptual knowledge, analyze procedural knowledge, analyze metacognitive knowledge, evaluate factual knowledge, evaluate conceptual knowledge. You click here. This you will see, for example, I can write here any of the research topic and say create metacognitive. Then you will immediately understand that what is the expectation if you are doing a research on that at a create metacognitive level. What should be that research? What should be that research? You will get that clear indication. So this is one thing. Second, I am going to show you another important feature here. It is A and B. It is A and B reasoning. A to B reasoning. So please pay your attention. These are all very important for high impact research, or whatever research you do that you can elevate the level. Now I am going to speak about A. Concept A to concept B reasoning. Means you are in a concept A, one position 1, then there is a position 2, and you want to do the reasoning for that. Vigyana will give you the reasoning. For example, I am going to write here initial concept. Initial concept I am going to give one, say I will say smartphones should be banned in colleges. Okay, this is what one of the concept A. Smartphone should be banned in colleges. Now next I am going to write decide conclusion. What is the concept B? Then we are going to write the reasoning. That we can say girl students should carry smartphones. Smartphones should be banned in colleges. That is the initial. Second is girl students should carry smartphones. What is the domain? I am going to write education. Keywords concept. I write safety learning. Then criteria for success. I am writing authenticity. See, I am only putting one common subject. You can use mathematics, you can use mechanical engineering, you can use biotechnology. Now I am going to click here. Now Vigyana is thinking.
It's 8 o'clock p.m.
Now you see this reasoning process. This is A to B. A to B in the sense we are starting one point means it is even you can write a paper with this. You can say like this, what is your position first? Then you are step by step. Now reasoning process. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. It is taking 4 milestones, 4 steps and bringing from that point to this point. So this is what A to B reasoning of Vigyana. Now you are seeing here concept A to concept B, interdisciplinary research. Means this tool significantly benefits researchers to analyze and integrate concepts across various disciplines. Input concept A and concept B in text boxes. Applications include interdisciplinary research integration, systematic literature reviews, policy analysis and development, etc. Here, if you want to do interdisciplinary research with the 2 topics, write to concept A and to concept B, then click. You will get, and always there is a Socratic questioning. So, and always you will get feedback and you can fine tune. You can fine tune it. You can make it better. Then C, concept A and concept B, critique, argue and compare. This is another important point. Means these are all raising the levels of your research. This tool enables researchers to critically evaluate any concept, idea or hypothesis through valid reasoning. By entering a concept into designated text box concept A, the tool provides a critique or argument related to that concept. If you wish to compare and critique 2 concepts, you write concept 2. These are 3 things with the reasoning, very high-end reasoning with your research or your publication. Now, next I am going to conceptual clarity and coherence. See here, conceptual coherence validator. You need to write your research hypothesis and objective, definitions and descriptions, theoretical framework and literature review. Then you will get a conceptual coherence validator. Whether your concept is with coherence. This is what it is going to search here. Second, concept deconstruction and rebuild. If you have a concept, first thing is that you can do the deconstruction and rebuilding the concept. Now C is conceptual linkage explorer. This tool helps researchers discover connections between seemingly unrelated concepts. fostering creativity and novel insights. You can give concept A, you can give concept B. Then discover connections between these two seemingly unrelated concepts. Now, for critical evaluation or arguments, argument strength evaluation, evaluator, counter argument development tool means you have given one argument. You can use Vigyana to develop counter argument for that. Then rationality checker means there is a research decision or conclusion. There is a research decision or conclusion. You can check the rationality of that. Now, let me tell you, this Vigyana is actually made to raise the level. Don't get scared by any of the IITs, NIT, these type of people. You are getting the equal power. You are getting the equal power to elevate your research. That is the objective in which Vigyana is created. Now, hypothesis testing and dialectics. Dialectical hypothesis tester. You write your hypothesis here. Contradictory, then you give detail. Vigyana will test your hypothesis. Then antithesis discovery tool. Reverse hypothesis engineering. Now, boundary and scope management. Boundary complexity analyzer. Boundary critique for systems. Research outcome deconstruct. Then causality and assumption analysis. Causality validator. Anyone who has got the research in their DNA, they know that the important thing about causality. It is causality validator. B, assumption disruptor. C, devil's advocate data challenger. Then 8, perspective shifts and alternate views. Alternate perspective generator. It means we have got a perspective about one. You can have perspective, alternate perspective generated. Paradigm disruptor. Stakeholder objection forecaster. These are all very specific tools for creating high impact research for with maximum citation. Means anyone with an interest in research and anyone, let it be India. We have not learned those things and all. Like many foreign countries, we have less research resources, but this Vigyana is created to beat all those shortcomings and to take our country to the higher level. That is why, that is the reason. These are all the type of tools which are required for Indian researchers, but these things are not available anywhere. Reasoning and logic validation, deductive reasoning optimizer, inductive reasoning validator, research heuristic advisor. These places you put the details and you click the button. You can even add CSV files on this. Case studies and reverse analysis. Case studies and reverse analysis. Reverse case study analyzer. Literature review. Disassembler. Vigyana in the second section of that is higher order thinking. On this higher order, there are more than 40 specific tools for your critical thinking and higher order thinking to raise the level of your research and to give you the feedback. Always improve the quality of your research. Now, from here, I am going to take you to the third step of critical thinking. That is another level. Let me show you this. It is an interesting thing. Inspired higher order thinking. Inspired higher order thinking is, suppose Tesla is doing your research, how you would have done. You know the capability of Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Marie Curie, McClintock, everyone. So you see here, integrative research thinking. These four great researchers and thinkers, you write your hypothesis, you write your research problem and click here. Vigyana will tell you if Nikola Tesla was doing this research with his, that is, with his thinking, handled your research. For example, I am showing you here non-linear associative thinking inspired by Nikola Tesla. Synergistic convergence inspired by Marie Curie. Hyper-conscious exploration inspired by Buckminster Fuller. Holistic pattern recognition inspired by Barbara McClintock. These are you able to see the screen?
Sorry, it's
Okay.
not visible.
Now, this is the magic. Are you able to see the screen now?
No, sir.
So what I do, I will stop and I will share again. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can see you and hear you, but your screen is not come.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Audible.
Now let me do it again. Is it visible now?
Not yet. The moment you're sharing your screen, even your video is getting stopped.
Okay, what I am going to do, because there may be signal issue, what I do,
Yeah.
I will stop my video.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can put your video off and then do it, sir.
Me?
You can switch off your video and share the screen, maybe. Then
Yes.
it will work. Yeah.
Is it okay now?
No. Not yet. Are you facing any network issue there, sir?
There was little, but one thing, I am seeing full signal here.
Okay. We can hear you as well, but only the video and the screen is gone up.
Even the video, anyway, I stopped.
Okay, fine.
Video stop, screen is not seen.
Yeah, not seen.
So once again, I am stopping and starting.
Okay.
So how is it now?
At least it's not visible for me. Can somebody just comment in the chat box if it is visible for you? Not visible. Yes, it's not visible. Yeah, it's come now. I can see the screen now, finally.
Okay, thank God then. Okay, now the thing is that, now let me finish this. This is a genuine innovation with an objective. Genuine innovation with an objective of raising the level of research in the country. So here you will see there are totally 40 great researchers, 40 great thinkers. We taken the abstract of their thinking and put it in an algorithm in such a way that you can put your research hypothesis, research problem, and click how Marie Curie would have done that. Abstract theoretical exploration, how Albert Einstein would have done that. Carl Sagan would have done that. Dennis Kober would have done that. So you will get how Alan Turing would have done that. If your research is given to Alan Turing, how he would have done that. Richard Feynman, how he would have done that. So you will get this type of an input through Vigyana. See, this is the way in which technology is growing. This is actually a paradigm shift. It is not only the critical thinking elevation, it is actually you are getting interdisciplinary multiple viewpoints. That is the type of research is expected now. Nobody wants any ordinary research. We are not going to get accepted by even predatory journals, even like people go for unethical by giving money. Nobody is going to do even that one. We need such a higher level of research for existence. That is the reason Vigyana is created by 90 top scientists in the world with their thinking process built into this. Therefore, we will get a good result. Now, let me go from here further. This thing. Next is literature review. This is the plain literature review. On the left-hand side, you will see iteration input. On the right-hand side, you will see iteration output. In iteration input, at the stage of literature review, what are the information you have? You please key in. Then come to the right hand side. There are two sections here. One is output Bloom's taxonomy's cognitive K3 and K4 level. Second one is Bloom's taxonomy's cognitive K5, K6 and metacognitive level with new research ideas. You do literature review and even you can do gap identification with Vigyana. You will get gap identification. You get synthesized summary of literature. You get keyword analysis, research problem, clarification, methodological mapping, theoretical conceptual framework overview, applied conceptual understanding. Means in the case of literature review, you are getting so many reports here on the right hand side. Now you will ask, what is that these reports? You know, these are all the things you are thinking in various ways. So when you are ultimately, what I am saying is that your research is a Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is built with marble blocks. Vigyana is giving Vigyana marble blocks. This can be cemented together by you. Even in the end, Vigyana will give you the structure, how to cement these things together, so that ultimately it will be your research, only your research. There is nobody to claim the authorship or of father or any ownership of this. Therefore, you can use this for literature review and get all this information, so that you will have 360-degree idea about your research. No one can question and push you down with your research. You need not go behind anyone like a slave to get your paper published, or you get your research approved, because you will have full information about your research. Every report is customized for your research problem. Everything is in line with your research design. Everything is developed for meeting the requirement of your hypothesis. And that is the way it is literature review. Now we are going to next step. It is formulating a research problem. Now at this stage 3B, you give all those information, what are the things required for formulating a research problem, and click on the right hand side for iteration output. Similarly, identifying variables. I would like to tell you that, see, various disciplines required various research approaches. And in the same discipline itself, based on your research style, whether it is qualitative, quantitative, mixed, investigation, whatever it is, based on that, there will be different. So you need not follow this exact flow. You need not follow this exact flow. Instead, you can select which are the things you want. Then you can go ahead with the success of your research. So this is identifying variables. Give your literature review for research problem, etc. here on the iteration input. Then click on the right hand side in iteration output. Even you will get a dictionary of variables. You see a variable dictionary for the current research. And next, constructing hypothesis means with the information given, Vigyana will help you to construct hypothesis. Then research design, study design, data collection methods, attitudinal scales, validity and reliability of the research instruments, your research instruments. 6A, sample collection. 7A, writing research proposal. 8A, data collection. 9A, data processing. 9B, displaying data. 10A, research report. 10B, preparing for viva voce. Now, 2 sections are there for Indian knowledge system. You can do research, interdisciplinary research with Indian knowledge system. So, these are all the main things of Vigyana. These are all the main points of Vigyana. Now, there is a one particular special section for citation. Vigyana has got a assistant. There are 4 ways to investigate a citation. One is semantic contextual expansion, citation network exploration, cross-disciplinary citation mining, authorship pattern analysis. You can do citation in 4 different ways. So these are all the main things about Vigyana. So now, now let me see, anyone has got any clarifications on this? See, there is a question from Pavani Madam, how to get access? See, Vigyana is a proprietary. Vigyana is a proprietary software. It is not online. It can be procured through institution, or those good researchers. They want to build a good career on research. They can procure procure personal copies at a special prices.
I've put the number there for people to contact if they want to get Vigyana.
See, there is no validity period. There is no validity period for a single user. It is actually you own, and it is for you forever. Okay. Kanchana Madam wants to get the prize. My request is that please contact the WhatsApp number given by Sijin sir. You can you will get the information. There was a question how to get access to Vigyana. Vigyana is not online. Vigyana is a software. It is to be installed on your PC and then connected to internet. Because it's a high-end software, it has to remain very close to your CPU. Therefore, it is not cloud-based. So it is to be installed on your PC and then you can use it. It should be connected to internet. Any more questions? See, OS requirement for Vigyana is you can have i5 or above with the Windows operating system. There was a question actually is using, or there are many researchers procuring because they all want to have, they all want to improve their research. and they all want to go to the higher levels in research, in citation, and to do high impact research. And it is not downloaded through link. Once you procure it, there will be a dongle and software will be sent to you, and it is to be installed on your computer, and it is to be done. And when you are using it, this dongle should be connected to the port. The cost of Vigyana, my request is, Sijin sir has given a contact number. You please send a message in that, so that you can you will get information. There is a question: is it developed and customized by Indians? This is in association with the foreign top university, Ivy League university professors. In association with them, it is developed by coordination between Indian researchers and foreign researchers, for the two objective: to understand the best practices from them, and the second thing, we are trying to solve all the problems faced by the Indian researchers. Our main objective is that this is the one. Now in high impact research, for better citation, important thing is one should be able to do unique research. One should be able to do unique research. With our own thinking, our conventional thinking, we are not going to do unique research. Therefore, Vigyana has developed with so much of critical thinking tools and capabilities. That is the main thing of Vigyana.
So are you speaking? We can't see you. Dr. Suresh sir, are you speaking? We can't see you or either hear you as well. Okay, Dr. Suresh sir is having some issue with his network. If you have any, okay, it's here. If you have any questions regarding this or the purchasing for purchase of Vigyana, I will put the number again. You can contact the number if you want to purchase Vigyana. Okay. To contact Suresh Nambudiri sir, I will give you his number as well. Please hold on. All right. I think so. Won't be joining again. We will move on to the next session then. All right. We will move on to the next session. That is going to be the vote of thanks. The vote of thanks is going to be delivered by Dr. Danya Casey, who's the Assistant Professor and HOD, Department of Microbiology and IQC Joint Coordinator, St. Mary's College Autonomous, Thrissur, Kerala. Now, Dr. Danya Casey, she has completed her doctoral research with UGC CSIR Junior Research Fellowship and was awarded PhD from Mahatma Gandhi University, Kerala. She has over 13 years of teaching experience and has contributed extensively to her field with numerous publications in national and international peer-reviewed journals and book chapters. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Such.
Yes, you are, ma'am. Yes.
Good
please
evening,
go.
all. Respected dignitaries, esteemed resource persons, faculty members, and dear participants. As we are reaching the end of this online FDP, a few words about our college. St. Mary's College Autonomous Thrissur was founded in 1946, and it is one of the first women's college in Kerala. St. Mary's College has always demonstrated our commitment to academic excellence, earning an impressive NAC A+ grade in the 4th cycle of accreditation. It is my privilege and honor to propose the vote of thanks on the special occasion of the valedictory function of our national level faculty development program organized by St. Mary's College Autonomous Thrissur in association with the Collegiate Education Department, Government of Kerala. All these days, we were attending this national level online FDP on outcome-based education and application of generative AI in teaching and research. The sessions of this 1 week FDP were delivered through live instructor-led sessions, and we are also having hands-on activities and assessments through LMS. This FDP was a resounding success with a total of 2,795 participants and has broadened our perspectives and equipped us with the practical knowledge needed to integrate the concepts of OBE into our educational practices. First and foremost, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to Sri Sudhir K. IAS, Director, Collegiate Education Kerala. Sir had given consent for the conduct of this FDP in collaboration with Directorate of Collegiate Education, and he has delivered the valedictory message today amidst his busy schedule. On behalf of St. Mary's College, I extend our sincere gratitude to Sudhir sir. I also extend our heartfelt thanks to Dr. Sunil John J., Additional Director, Directorate of Collegiate Education, Kerala. I extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Sister Jacinda CC, Manager, St. Mary's College, for all the support and guidance. Your dedication to fostering academic excellence in our institution has been pivotal in driving such impactful programs. I express my heartfelt appreciation to our dear principal, Dr. Sister Beena TL, for her visionary leadership and constant encouragement in making this faculty development program a reality. We are indeed grateful to Dr. Mendes Jacob, Professor and Director, Mariam College, Kuttikanam, and MD and CEO, IPSR Solutions Limited. Your support has been invaluable in ensuring the success of this FDP. I would also like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our eminent resource persons who have enlightened us with their expertise on outcome-based education and generative AI in transforming teaching and research. We deeply appreciate the time, effort, and commitment from each of you. Thank you, Dr. Sunil Job, Director, Educational Research and Development, Marian College, Kuttikanam. And he's also the Chief of Academics, IPSR Solutions Limited. Dr. Suresh Nambudiri, Director, Aspire Technologies, Pune. Dr. Thomas Verghese, Chair, Finance Program, J.R. Shaw School of Business, Northern Alberta Institute of Technology, Canada. And Dr. Kamal Shah, Principal, St. John College of Engineering and Management, Maharashtra. Thank you. A special thanks is due to our organizing committee for their meticulous planning and seamless execution of this virtual FDP. Thank you, Dr. Sister Meena K. Chervatur, Vice Principal, Dr. Dali Dominic A., Vice Principal and IQAC Coordinator, Dr. Meera C.R., Controller of Examinations and OBE Committee Coordinator, Dr. Julie P. Lasser, Dean of Academics, and Dr. Litty Matthew Irimban, IQAC Joint Coordinator of St. Mary's College, Autonomous Thrissur. I would also like to express my gratitude to all dear participants. Your active participation and engagement have greatly enriched the discussions, making this online FDP a truly interactive and a collaborative learning experience. Your enthusiasm to explore the evolving domains of OBE and generative AI will surely foster more and more innovations in your institutions. Great thanks are due to the technical and administrative teams. Your efforts ensured that every session proceeded without any glitches and that all participants had a seamless experience throughout the program. Once again, thank you to all the FDP resource persons, managers, directors, principals, vice principals, representatives from management, HODs, IQAC coordinators, and all faculty members. Thank you for your contribution towards making this FDP a great success. We hope that knowledge and insights gained during this past 1 week will inspire meaningful changes in our teaching and research practices, helping us all to move towards a more effective and innovative educational future. Thank you all and wishing you all the best in all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the vote of thanks. Now, before we conclude the session, I will just tell you regarding your certificate. And first of all, I'll tell you regarding the LMS. Your LMS will be accessible till the 3rd November 2024 for all the paid participants. If any of you would still like to get the access to the LMS, you can still make the payment. We will make the LMS accessible for you till the 3rd of November. Now, you need to complete all the tasks and activities in the LMS. For each day, you have the task and activities. Some of the activities could be even MCQs. You need to complete all that to get your certificate. And the certificate will be ready for download in the LMS by the 28th October. That is Monday. Okay, so you will get the details of it through your registered email. Okay, please wait for it. And I will share the details once again for those who wish to, if you wish to get the LMS access and the recordings for all the days of sessions. So I will put that in the chat. And if you have any issues with the LMS, or you have you have any queries regarding the LMS, you can contact the number that I've put in the I've put the numbers in the chat. Please contact them for assistance. Yes, thank you, everybody. I think with that, we will conclude the session for today, and we will end the FTP. And we will see you soon again for another FTP. Thank you very much. Thank you for taking your time and having the patience to attend all through the 7 days of the FTP. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant evening.